In this video, we are going to learn about the scattering of light. The scattering of the light is the main reason for appearance of the sky in blue color. In sunrise and as well as sunset, the sun appears to be red. And at the same time, sometimes we can observe the sky in different colors. Suddenly the color of the sky may changes. Different colors that present in the atmosphere also is because of scattering of the light. It is one of the most important, beautiful phenomena of light. It's a very, very important, beautiful phenomena of light. Why? Because light has 7 colors that comes under the process of dispersion. How these 7 colors are scattered throughout, that we may discuss now with certain examples. See once, if this is an atom or otherwise a molecule, it is an atom or otherwise a molecule. Why? Because atmosphere contain many number of atoms or otherwise molecules. On this, certain amount of the electromagnetic wave. Why? Because the light is always in the form of electromagnetic wave. Whenever the light, that is an electromagnetic wave with certain energy, with certain frequency, certain wavelength, falls on this atom or otherwise molecule that present in the atmosphere. First of all, this atom or molecule absorb that amount of energy as per quantum theory of radiation, which was explained by Max Planck. After absorbing, what happens? Whenever the atom or otherwise molecule absorb the energy, after absorbing this energy, this atom or molecule is said to be vibrated. Why? Because it is absorbed the energy, that it is goes to the excited state. Whenever the atom or molecule is in the excited state, that is whenever it is vibrated, some excess of energy will be re-emitted in different directions with different intensities. Different intensities means intensity of the light is changed with different intensities. Once again, see here, whenever certain frequency of the light with a certain energy or certain frequency of the light that falls on it, the atom or molecule absorbed the energy and goes to the excited state. Whenever the electron or atom is under excited state, it starts vibrating. After the vibration, it re-emits the excess of energy again in the form of electromagnetic waves in different directions with different intensities. That process of re-emission of absorbed light, the process of re-emission of absorbed light by an atom or molecule in different directions with different intensities is called scattering. Once again, the definition is the process of re-emission of, why? Because the light absorbed light is re-emitted. The process of re-emission of absorbed light by an atom or molecule in different directions with different intensities is called scattering. Let us write the definition and then we may explain the definition. let us see some of the definitions of scattering, scattering center and scattering angle. See here, in the definition, the process of re-emission of absorbed light by an atom or molecule. That means, first of all, here there may be, it is an atom or otherwise a molecule. On this atom or molecule, it should absorb the energy. Then and there only it is undergo the process of re-emission. So first of all, on that certain amount of the energy should fall. Whenever the energy is fall, it is absorbed the light. Then the light will be absorbed and re-emitted in different directions with different intensities. Means after absorption only the process of re-emission can be taken place. The intensity of the light that fall on the object, the intensity of the light that re-emitted may not be same. There must and should be some difference will be there in the intensity of absorption and intensity of re-emission. That is the definition of scattering. Now come to the second definition, scattering center. See here, the atom or molecule which is absorbing the light, that atom or molecule is called scattering center. The atom or molecule which is caused for the scattering purpose is called as a scattering center. Next one, what is meaning of scattering angle? Scattering angle is nothing but it is the angle between incident light and the scattered light. Means first when the light that falls on that, at what angle the light is fallen and what angle the light is came ejected outside, that angle is called scattering angle. The maximum angle of scattering is 90 degrees. Means if the light is ejected at an angle of 90 degrees, the scattering will be, intensity of the scattering will be maximum at 90 degrees. Let us discuss what are the basic phenomena of scattering and what are the conditions of the scattering. Now, let us explain the basic process of scattering. What is the basic need of scattering that we may see? First of all, atom or molecule should expose it to the light. Means on that atom or molecule light should fall. Now the second one, that atom or molecule should absorb the energy. That absorbed energy must and should be certain frequency only. Come to the third case. After absorption, the light should re-emit certain part of the light energy in different directions with different intensities. This is the basic process of scattering. Now what is the basic condition of scattering? The basic condition of the scattering depends on mainly two frames. One is size of the atom or otherwise molecule. Another one is frequency of the light. Let us discuss what is the relation between the size of atom or the molecule and as well as the frequency of the light with an experiment. Now, let us discuss an activity which gives the relation between size of the particle and as well as wavelength of the color. Relation between size of the atom or molecule and frequency of the light that we are using. For that purpose, here there is a glass beaker is there. In a glass beaker, we taken some sodium thiosulfate. That sodium thiosulfate is called hypo. For that hypo, we should add some few drops of sulfuric acid. Then put this glass beaker in the abundant availability of the sunlight. Abundant availability of the sunlight. This means through that sunlight is passed. Whenever the sunlight is passed through that, after certain time we can observe different colors in this solution. Once again, what we are observing, different colors in that solution. Why different colors are observed in this solution? Because as the reaction is going on between the sodium thiosulfate and as well as sulfuric acid, what are formed? Sulfur grains are formed. Sulfur grains. What is meaning of grain? Small molecular structures are called sulfur grains. Now, at the very beginning of the reaction, we can observe the blue color. At the very beginning of the reaction, we can observe the blue color. At that time, the sulfur particle size is small. So, as the smaller in size, high frequency of the light is required. As the time is moving, means as the time reaction is going on, the size of the sulfur particle increases. As the size of the sulfur particle is more, it responds to all the wavelengths of the light. This means all these wavelengths together it is called white light. From this, what we can understand, as the size of the particle is changing, it is responding to all the wavelengths. Means there is a relation is there between size of the atom and as well as frequency of the light. Let us give a mathematical relation between size of the atom and as well as the frequency of light, that what we are utilizing. Now, see what is the conclusion drawn from this activity. As in the case, size of the sulfur molecule is less, it is affected by blue color. Means the blue color wavelength is less, means its frequency is more. Means as the particle size is small, it will be affected by higher frequency or otherwise lower wavelength. As the size of the particle is large, means as the reaction is going on, the size of the sulfur particle is increasing, it will be affected by all the wavelengths. This means higher the wavelengths. As the wavelength is more, frequency is less. So the size of the particle and the frequency are inversely related. Smaller size, higher frequency; bigger size, lower frequency. Like this, we can explain the process of scattering and the concept of the scattering in different directions. Let us explain what is the reason for the blue color of the sky, red color of the sky, white color of the sky in the next videos. Thank you.